Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. In the goddamn refrigerator. Man, I don't really like Arby's that much. But they got this fish. Y'all need to try it. Only thing I eat from Arby's is they fries. They not better than McDonald's, but they better than a lot of stuff they have there, in my opinion. Their fries, their jalapeno poppers or whatever, their mozzarella sticks, and their fish. Out of all those, I think the fish is the best. I got me an order of jalapeno poppers and fish. But what we doing today is Bible quiz. So, question number 1. Who was Ahab's wife? Y'all know Ahab? I have no idea who Ahab is. I've heard of the name, but in all honesty, I have no idea who he is. Who was Ahab's wife? That's gonna be in 1 Kings chapter 16, verses 30 through 31. 1 Kings. Did I say 16? 1 Kings chapter 16, verses 30 through 31. Alright. Next question. Well, let me give you some time on that one. To turn to 1 Kings chapter 16, 30 through 31. Give you some time on that. I'm eat some popcorn while y'all waiting on it, looking in your Bibles. Did we find the answer yet? Who was Ahab's wife? 1 Kings chapter 16, verses 30 to 31. It says Jezebel. That's not good. That's not good. Alright. Let's go to the next one. Who was the first person to see Jesus resurrected? That is in Mark chapter 16, verse 9. Mark chapter 16, verse 9. Who was the first person to see Jesus resurrected? Resurrected is almost like a tongue twister to me. I thought I wasn't going to be able to say it. So you might have to pause the video to give yourself more time, because I don't want to blurt out the answer while you're still trying to look for it. I have the answers right here. So but I still should be looking in my Bible, because you can't always go by somebody else's say-so. So the question again is, who was the first person to see Jesus resurrected? Mark chapter 16, verse 9 says Mary Magdalene. If I'm saying that right. Probably not. Next question. is in James chapter 2, verse 20. It says, faith without blank is useless. I'm pretty sure a lot of us know that one. No. Because I was going to say a different word. Well, I think it means the same thing. Y'all some time on that one. My food getting cold. I don't want to. I gotta, come up with another topic or something I want to talk about and discuss. I always got some topics, but so faith without blank is useless. That is in James chapter 2 verse 20. It says deeds. I was thinking works. No, I was thinking, yeah, faith without works. I think that's what I was thinking. Yeah. All right, so next question. What mountain did Caleb inherit as his reward? What mountain did Caleb inherit as his reward? I don't even know who Caleb is. Caleb in the Fireproof movie. Only Caleb I know. Y'all got to watch the movie Fireproof. That is a beautiful movie. I actually have the book that his dad gave him there in the... This is a good book, a must read. Love there. The love there. You trying to take your relationship to the next level? Let me tell you. But yeah, so what mountain did Caleb inherit as his rewards? It says Joshua chapter 14 verse 13. I'm so hungry. They jalapeno poppers ain't all that good when they just been sitting up under the heat lamp. But when they fresh, they taste pretty good. I just don't like when you, a lot of time, maybe because they not fresh, you bite into them and the whole jalapeno just comes into your mouth. Like, what mountain did Caleb inherit as his rewards? Why does it say rewards with an S? Joshua chapter 14 verse 13 says Hebron. So next question. How many times was, I can't even say this word, Naaman, Naaman, supposed to dip in the river to be healed of his leprosy? How many times was Naaman? Is that Naaman? See, normally I would look stuff up like this, but I'm recording on my phone. Can I use your phone? So I can look this up. How many times was Naaman supposed to dip in the river to be healed of his leprosy? That is in 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 10. 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 10. 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 10. Ooh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I got a lot of stuff wrote here that videos I'm supposed to do. I already did that one. See, I'm supposed to be able to tear that off and throw it on the floor, and my vacuum's supposed to come vroom, 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 and pick that up for me. We live in the future, y'all do know that, right? Let me quit saying that. 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 10. Question is, how many times was Naaman supposed to dip in the river to be healed of his leprosy? It says 7. Okay. Next question. Name an apostle whose name begins with the letter T. I didn't know this one. I didn't know the one before. I didn't know the one before that. I only knew one. That was the faith without works. Or it says deeds. I guess it's a different Bible. It says, name an apostle whose name begins with the letter T. Where's my Bible? I see one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Not the one I'm looking for. So that is in Matthew, that is in Matthew chapter 10 verses 2 through 4. Matthew chapter 10 verses 2 through 4. I guess I'll just open this one up. I'm gonna go to Matthew. Chapter 10 verses 2 through 4. Matthew. Chapter 10 verses 2 through 4. Oh, it's two names. So we got Thomas and I can't even say that name, man. Thaddeus. That's probably wrong. That probably wrong. I'm horrible with names in the Bible. I ain't gonna lie. Thaddaeus. The deus. The deus. I messed that name all up. I got something for you. What did Jesus' disciples do? It says here in 10:1. It says, a disciple is a student or learner. Jesus trained his disciples to preach and teach. The disciples were ordinary men, not smarter or better than other people. Many had jobs catching fish, but they loved Jesus and learned how to be like their teacher by being with him and watching what he did. Wow. And 10:1 says, he called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out evil spirits and to heal every disease and sickness or unclean spirits. Let's see. Find another question. Did you know? Okay, who was Beelzebub? Beelzebub is another name for Satan. Jesus' enemies tried to convince people that Jesus used Satan's power to drive out demons. But Jesus showed people that his strength came from the Spirit of God and that his enemies' words were foolish and evil. And that is Matthew 12:24. So it says, what is the parable of the weeds about? This is in Matthew 13:36. It says, the parable of the weeds is about real Christians and about people who only pretended to be Christians. Jesus said that it is sometimes difficult to tell the difference. It is not our job to judge whether other people are true Christians. We are to wait and let God make that decision when Jesus returns. What was the Transfiguration? This is 17:2. Matthew 17:2. It says, to be transfigured means to be changed. On the mountain, Jesus was changed from looking like a normal person to shining brightly. Moses and Elijah came from heaven and talked with Jesus at that time. Question: on what rock will Jesus build his church? That is Matthew chapter 16, verse 18. It says, some Christians think Jesus meant that Peter is the rock. Other Christians think that Jesus meant that Peter's statement is the rock. They think Peter's statement that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God, Matthew 16:16, is the foundation of the church. It says Jesus' statement that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God, is the foundation of the church. Some Christians think Jesus meant that Peter is the rock. Matthew chapter 18, verse 4 talks about the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. It says, how are little children great? It says, when Jesus called a little child to come to him, the child came right away to stand beside him. The adults that Jesus had preached to did not obey him as well as the little children did. Great Christians will obey Jesus as this little child did. They will listen to him and obey and trust him immediately. Wow. I want to be like that little child. When God says, come, my child, do this, my child, I want to do it because I want my blessing. My blessings, my blessings, my blessings. My eternal, everlasting blessings. I want to go to heaven one day. Don't want to go to hell. And before I get there, I want my blessings here on earth. Questions of the day.